nimesema ni explain how to deal with a sick husband. Guy, ishindwe kabisa. Ishindwe.
It's been a moment.
Not a moment.
Yeah.
It's been a time. Okay, no, it's not been that bad.
Yeah.
It's not been that bad.
Yeah.
But my husband has had a rough time.
Naongea kama wazungu.
Okay,
we've had a rough time.
My husband
was sick.
Had a terrible time. Okay, my husband was unwell.
Yeah.
And I must say, actually in the past about a year and a half, we've had these moments like 4 times. Is it 4 times?
It's 4.
There was the first tooth being extracted.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason we call it an unwellness is because his tooth extraction is not just a tooth extraction. I don't know kama ni miwa za wanyororo ama what it is, but his teeth grew sideways instead of upward, and so they have to cut across his gum to remove a tooth. Gosh. And now this second one.
You're making sound like such a terrible thing.
Jaw. It wasn't nice.
Yeah, 2 hours operation.
Men cry. I can attest to that.
You are not even in the theater. You
Yeah,
aren't.
and if that's how you are outside of theater, I can only imagine how it was in surgery room. So yes, men cry, however tall they are. I know, right? I think what happens when men cry is that they try not to incorporate sound and visuals, like sound and tears at the same time. So it's either he's producing sound without tears or tears without sound.
I can laugh about it.
But they've anacheka. Hakuwa anacheka last week.
Actually, even the beginning of this week.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons we've been away.
Yeah.
Because alikuwa amefura side moja. So he was saying, I don't know what.
Nilikuwa nimefura kutoka hapa mpaka hapa.
Yeah.
It how, you know, it reminded me of the vows.
Actually, he's the one who was reminding me. He was congratulating me for keeping the vows.
Why are you making your hair?
I'm not making my hair.
Let it remain shakamodos.
This video is acting as a good mirror.
You. Back to Korea.
You were congratulating me about keeping the vows. That's what you were doing.
Yeah. It reminded me of when we got married. This month we'll be celebrating 5 years.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
You know.
So it reminded me of when we said the vows. Let me say, this time round, this last surgery was bad. It was not as easy as we are making it sound. It was quite something, and but the last 2, I've had 4 surgeries in the last 14 months.
Yeah, about 14 months.
Yeah, and the last 2, they were 2 hours operation, both of them. But the other one, the one before the last 2, it was quite something. It was quite a difficult surgery. Not the surgery itself, but the after. And so that is where you totally remember the vows that you take. And sometimes we take our spouses for granted. My wife has seen it all. I couldn't do a thing for myself for especially the first 3 weeks. I couldn't do anything myself.
Last year
November. Yes.
Yeah.
last year November, and it was bad. It was quite bad. It was quite bad. It went south.
We can't even
actually
put details on a video.
The yes, it's graphic.
What? Okay,
That
so
okay,
that makes it sound really bad.
I couldn't even get up from bed. Yep. And she was doing everything. When I say everything, I mean like every single thing.
I know, right?
So that is when sometimes I would look at her and I would remember the vows that we take sometimes for granted, for good or for bad. And sometimes I remember for better for us, for good and for
bad. Okay, so it's okay. It's one Wanyororo reason. It means the same thing.
in health and in sickness. She had an opportunity to say, you know what, let's get a nurse.
Ama hata kuweka kama dharau hapo ndani. I know.
She would have said, you know what, that's not my, I'm not gonna do that.
By the way, I know, I thank God that those times, and probably I've not gone through the worst. People have gone through worse times. But for me, this was my case. And I felt there are times when, okay, later thinking about it, this guy is quite helpless in your hands. And you can choose to just... Actually, there are times when even if anaweza jijaza, there is hardly anything he can do for himself. You know, physically he is quite bedridden. Even if it's just for that one day, there's an opportunity to show madharau. I think, and what I learned from my small experience was being intentional in reminding yourself, I love this guy. However tired I am, I love him. So whether or not I feel like it 24/7, he's not in the feeling like it. He needs me. So whether I feel like it or not, he needs me, so I gotta do it.
Sickness will come. It can come. I'm not saying it will come. No.
It can come.
It can come.
Yeah.
And that is when you start thinking, how have I been treating the other person?
Yeah.
Because again, sometimes somebody will treat you the way you treat them. You cannot be abusing me from January to December. And you're expecting me. That is why it is very, very important to treat somebody with all love that you have, with all the care that you have, with all the respect. Vows.
The vows go unbroken. Are you being touched?
Nothing. Thank you.